1995 is the most remembered season in Mariners history, where not only did they defeat the New York Yankees in the 1995 Division Series, it was also remembered for saving baseball in Seattle, as there was a possibility of a relocation. The run of 1995 was well contributed by Ken Griffey Jr. throughout the playoffs, Randy Johnson's Cy Young Award season, and the breakouts of Edgar Martinez and Tino Martinez. However, most of you Mariners and/or baseball fans may not remember that it was actually the 1995 trade deadline that played another significant part of their late season drive. Now, how was that so? You will find out after a word from our sponsor, SeatGeek. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code ROOFTOPSPORTS to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. At the start of the 1995 season, the Mariners got off to a quick 6-1 start and remained competitive for most of May. Everything changed when Ken Griffey Jr. broke his wrist after this amazing catch, which forced him to miss nearly 3 months of the season. Fortunately, the Mariners instantly responded with a sweep against the New York Yankees, and the Mariners remained competitive, staying within 5 games of the American League West at the All-Star break. While Ken Griffey Jr. was missing time, Alex Diaz stepped up in his place and played excellent defense, which was a part of the Mariners staying in contention. Unfortunately, at the start of the second half, the California Angels went 17-3, and the Mariners just couldn't keep up, which put the Angels on a 13-game lead on the Mariners. The struggles at the start of the second half led Mariners general manager Woody Woodward to go out to make trades to add pieces to the team. On July 31st, the Mariners traded Ron Vallone and Mark Newfield for Padres starter Andy Benes, who was the National League strikeout leader in 1994. Although he wasn't a great pitcher, as he posted a 5.86 ERA with the Mariners, he was somehow able to maintain a 7-2 record, so he was at least depth of the starting rotation, and for the postseason. On August 14, 1995, the Mariners traded an underwhelming relief pitcher Jim Converse for stolen base specialist Vince Coleman. Now, this trade was much more impactful because of his ability to get on base, steal bases, and add depth to the outfield for the Mariners. On top of these trades, the Mariners also added to the bullpen by signing Norm Charlton, who had a career high of a season, by pitching a 1.51 ERA and saved 14 games. And lastly, the Mariners called up pitching prospect Bob Wolcott, who pitched well for the starting rotation for the rest of the season. Finally, in the middle of August, Ken Griffey Jr. returned to the Mariners, and it was time to make a run. On August 24, 1995, Griffey hit a walk-off home run against the Yankees, and this was what started the late-season drive for the rest of the season. By the end of August, the Mariners cut that 13-game lead down to 7.5. In the middle of September, the Mariners caught fire, while the Angels started to fall apart. In the homestand, the Mariners won 10 of their next 12 games, including a sweep of the Texas Rangers, where the Mariners would be tied for the American League West. In the next series against the Oakland A's, the Mariners were trailing 6-0, but they fought their way back to 6-2 when Vince Coleman was up.
Here's the windup and the 1-0 toss to the plate. Swing and a fly ball deep to right field. This is gone. A grand slam home run. Vince Coleman has tied the game 6-6.
And then Alex Diaz would hit a 3-run home run to secure a Mariners victory. They eventually swept the A's with this Tino Martinez home run, and they would have a 2-game lead on the Angels.
Here comes the pitch to Tino. Swung on and belted deep to right field. And that will be flying away. And the Mariners win it 9-8 in perhaps the most incredible game in their history.
However, the Mariners cooled off going 4-3 for the rest of the season and would settle for a tie with the Angels for a 1-game playoff to see who wins the American League West. In the 1-game playoff, Vince Coleman hit an RBI single to give the Mariners a 1-0 lead, and eventually, the Mariners broke it open in the 7th inning with a Luis Sojo bases-clearing double, where Sojo scored as well.
Here's the pitch, swinging a ground ball up the first base line, and it sneaks down by Snow! Down the right field line into the bullpen! Here comes Flowers! Here comes Tino! Here comes Joey! The threat of the plate cut off! The relay by Langston! Gets on by Allenson! Cora scores! Here comes Sojo! He scores! Everybody scores!
The Mariners would go on to win 9-1, winning the American League West Division for the first time in their history. The Mariners would go on to beat the Yankees in the American League Division Series in 5 games.
And the 0-1 pitch on the way to Edgar Martinez. Swung on and lined down the left field line for a base hit. Going to play for the American League Championship.
But would eventually fall to the Cleveland Indians in the American League Championship Series in 6 games. As you can see, the amazing 1995 run was not only contributed by the core Mariners stars, but also those mid-season moves the Mariners made helped better the team to compete for the playoffs. Had the Mariners not made these moves, then the Mariners may have not made the playoffs at all. The run of the 1995 Mariners, along with their successful mid-season trades, proved that if you want to compete for a playoff run, you must be willing to make necessary moves to improve the team. Because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Thanks for watching, and if you like these kind of videos, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And here are some more nostalgic Mariners content. And go Mariners!